There's a place outside my town that people don't talk about. Not because they don't know about it, but because the ones who do don't want to remember. It's an old farm, abandoned for years. The road to it cuts through a field where nothing grows, not even grass, like the ground itself is. Tired. The first mistake, there were three of us. Me, Petter, and Martin. We were looking for a place to film something. Something abandoned. Something creepy. That's when Martin said, "I know a place." I should have left right then, but I didn't. The farm we arrived just before sunset. The farm was bigger than I expected. The main house was falling apart. Next it was a barn, and behind it, another building. Old, rusty, like a slaughterhouse. The barn door was moving slightly. No wind, just moving. The silence when we stepped inside. The first thing I noticed was a silence. Not normal silence. There was no sound at all. No insects. No birds. Nothing. Just our footsteps. Then Petter whispered, "Do you hear that?" The first sound at first, I thought it was my imagination. But then I heard it. Far away, a metallic noise. And then, a chainsaw. We froze. Looked at each other. Is someone working here? Martin whispered, but it didn't sound like work. It sounded like searching. The tracks we left the barn and moved toward the building behind it. The ground was muddy. That's when we saw the tracks. Deep, heavy, like something had been dragged. Next to them, boot prints, just one person. The door of the building had a metal door. Closed, but not locked. Petter pushed it open. Inside, it was dark and it smelled. Old, not exactly rotten, more like preserved. Inside, we used our phones for light. There were tables, tools, chains, and on the walls, scratch marks, like someone had tried to escape. Then the chainsaw started again, this time, much closer. The panic, we're leaving, I said, but it was too late. The door slammed shut behind us. Loud, violent, then silence, complete silence. The voice in the darkness, a voice spoke. Low, slow, don't run. My heart stopped. It's more fun this way. The chainsaw then it started, right outside the door. Metal began to tear. Sparks flew through the cracks. Martin started banging on the walls. Petter was screaming. I just stood there, because I realized something. He wasn't in a hurry. The opening the door gave in, and he stepped inside. Tall, thin, his face hidden in shadow, only his eyes visible. And the chainsaw, he didn't attack immediately. He just stood there, watching. Then he tilted his head, like he was choosing. The last thing Petter ran. Martin followed. I stayed for just a second longer, and that's when he looked straight at me and smiled. You. He pointed the chainsaw slightly. You stay? Now, the police never found them. The farm was empty when they searched it. No bodies, no evidence, nothing except one thing. On the wall inside that building, there was a message. There's always room for one more. Final, I've never gone back there. But sometimes at night, when everything is quiet, I hear it again. Far away, very far away. And every time, it sounds closer.